Hello, I'm Catherine Watkin from Business from the Heart, and welcome to tip number 2 in this series, how to get more clients saying yes without being salesy. And tip number 2 is there's a time and a place. So just think about it. Where and when do you tend to conduct your conversations with potential clients? Are you ever guilty of answering your mobile phone to a client in the supermarket checkout queue? Or do you sometimes make a quick call back to a potential client 5 minutes before you have to leave home for the school run and end up finishing the conversation in the car on the way there? If this sounds like you, I'd like you to stop for a moment and reflect on just how much effort you've put into marketing your services, all the money that you've spent on advertising, all the time you spent networking. And then think about what it might have cost you to get that client to be approaching you in the first place. Now, in traditional sales speak, clients that are potentially interested in working with you are known as leads, and big companies spend vast amounts of money on generating interested clients that their salespeople can then telephone. Now, this particular client who's potentially interested in your therapy or service is actually your very own hot lead. And if you were to calculate how much it had cost you to get that client to be showing an interest in working with you, you might very well be surprised. It might cost you much more than you realise. So in that moment, that client or that lead is the most valuable thing that your business has, and you should treat them like gold dust. Treat them like the VIP person that they are. And what this means is that you need to be speaking to them at a time when you can fully engage in the client conversation with them, when you can listen to them attentively, when you can really get to understand them and what they're looking for, and have the space and the attention to develop a conversation that will naturally lead to them deciding to work with you as a client. And equally, you need to make sure that they're able to have an uninterrupted conversation with you. So my recommendation to you will be, if you haven't already done it, get a separate phone line, perhaps a separate mobile phone for your business, and only answer calls or return calls at a time when you know you can speak without interruption for as long as you need to. And of course, we're all human, we lead busy lives. There will be times when you pick up that phone and immediately realise that you can't give the client your full attention. But just make sure you give them a very warm welcome, you thank them for calling you, and then arrange to speak again at a time that's convenient for both of you. So I hope you found the second tip useful, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for tip number 3.